Hi and welcome to Bible Bites. Today what I want us to look at is what is the church, and particularly how does Paul talk about the church. And we need to understand this from the way that he introduces the letter to the Colossians. Let's have a look, chapter 1 verse 2. To God's holy people in Colossae, the faithful brothers and sisters in Christ. I just want to look at that passage, that little line there, especially looking at who is he addressing it to, and it's really to God's holy people, or your translation might have to the saints, because holy people and saints, it's the same thing. Saints are not a special group of people, it's just a holy people. But what does that mean? It is interesting that Paul doesn't address the church, although he could do that, because again, that's the same sort of thing. The church, well actually the Greek word for church is a compound word. It's made up of two words, ek, meaning out, and kaleo, which means to call. And so we get the word ecclesia. It's those two words put together. And the church, the ecclesia, are the people who are called out. They're the people who are called out into an assembly. And that's really what the church is. It's someone who is called out. And that's what holy means as well. It's someone who's been separated, who's been set apart. And what are they set apart to? Well, the rest of the passage explains it. It's the faithful brothers and sisters in Christ. It's being faithful to Jesus, to Christ. And that's really what the church is. We can talk about all sorts of different things about the church, but the church is really the people who have been set apart to be faithful to Jesus. And that's a good question for us to leave with today. Are you being faithful to Jesus? If you're a part of a church, are you seeking to be faithful to Jesus? Because that's who you are. That's who Paul is addressing this letter to. That's what it means to be a part of the church.